my dear students. Today in social science session, history, chapter number 12, Gupta Empire will study. So, my dear students, let us see page number 86 of your textbook, the iron pillar. The picture is there in your textbook, right? So let us talk about the golden age, because there is an iron pillar in Delhi with inscription in Sanskrit. It mentions the Gupta period as the golden era of Indian history. Let us read more about this age and its rulers. So, my dear students, the golden age, that is Gupta Empire, India of the Gupta age. So, Gupta Empire is the sources of history after the decline of Mauryan Empire. So, the golden age, the Guptas, right? So, the rose of prominence in 320 CE by taking over the areas which were under control of Kushanas and Satavahanas. They dominated the history of India for the next 2 centuries. India made remarkable progress under them in all the fields: social, political, art, architecture, science, literature, etc. Hence, their age is regarded as golden age from 320 CE to 540 CE. They ruled over India with the Putra as their capital. So, we will talk about first, my dear students, Chandragupta I. Chandragupta first, from 320 CE to 335 CE. He was the first important ruler of this dynasty. Initially, he had control only over Magad, but he extended his empire by matrimonial alliance and conquest. He married the Lichavi princess Kumardevi and gained in prestige. He further extended his empire by conquering the neighboring states like Prayag, that is present Allahabad, and Saket, that is present Ayodhya. He assumed the title of Mahadi Raja, that means King of Kings. He was succeeded by his son Samudragupta. Now, let us talk about Samudragupta. Emperor Samudragupta 335 CE to 375 CE. Samudragupta followed a policy of conquest and expansion and has rightly been called the Napoleon of India. In northern India, he defeated the king of Mathura and rulers of Kota. In central India, he subjugated the forest tribes. In south, he defeated a number of powerful rulers and accepted tributes from them. His empire extended from river Brahmaputra in the east, river Yamuna and Chambal in the west, and from the Himalayas in the north to the Narmada in the south. So, here we will see in page number 87 map of India during Gupta Empire. My dear students, here you will see cities conquered by Emperor Samudragupta. Here you will see Thaneshwar, Mathura, Amravati, Ajanta, Valukya, Pallav, right? So, Emperor Chandragupta II. Chandragupta II and Kumar Gupta gold coin, he revised the custom Ashwamedh Yagna to assert his political supremacy. He issued coins on that occasion. He also assumed the title of Maharaj. The most authentic source of information of Samudragupta's reign is in Allahabad. That is, you have seen the pillar inscription, which was composed by poet Harisena, in which he speaks of Samudragupta's conquest and military exploits. The inscription is in Sanskrit language. He was a follower of Hinduism but was tolerant towards other religions, as he permitted the king of Sri Lanka, Meghvarman, to construct a Buddhist temple at Gaya. From the coins of his period, he we come to know that he was a great musician and an expert player of Veena. His court had a galaxy of learned men. He himself was an accomplished scholar and a poet of high order. This great empire builder was held in high esteem by his people. So, Chandragupta II, 375 to 450 CE, 15, he was the son and successor of Samudragupta. He, like his father, was a great conqueror and an able ruler. He extended the Gupta Empire by up to the Arabian Sea. By defeating the Soccer kings of Malwa, Gujarat and Konkan coast, Chandragupta II, also known as Vikramaditya. You know, my dear students, Vikramaditya was a great patron of art and literature. The Navratnas, or the nine gems, which included the famous poet Kalidasa, are associated with this reign. Farin also visited, that's a Chinese traveler, in India during this period. He described Chandragupta as a wise, just, and benevolent ruler. After the death of Chandragupta II, his son Kumar Gupta ascended the throne. So here you can see, my dear students, coins of Gupta age. Here, as I told you, my dear students, Gupta age was known as the Golden Age. By taking over the areas which were under control of Kushanas and Satavahanas, social life was peaceful and there was cooperation amongst people. Gupta Empire kept northern India politically united for more than 200 years. It came close to Mauryas in terms of geographical extent. Gupta established a very effective and efficient administration system to look after the empire. The king was at the head of the administrative system, and the empire was divided into smaller provinces which were looked after by governors appointed by the king. The economic achievements were the administrative system under the Gupta led to peace and security in the empire. Trade flourished under the Gupta kings and the empire became prosperous. The ports on the western coast like Bharuch and Khambat encouraged overseas trade with Eastern Roman Empire, West Asia, countries of Southeast Asia, Africa and even China. Cities like Ujjain, Mathura, Prayag, Vaishali and Patliputra became centers of economic development where traders prospered and spent money on charity and welfare. Social and religious achievements. So the society in the Guptas was progressive and people lived happy and content lives. They celebrated fairs and festivals enthusiastically. Religion gained importance in the Gupta period. The kings performed yagnas like Ashwamedh Yagna, idols of gods and goddesses were worshipped in temples, and the worship of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva gained popularity. Cultural achievements. The Gupta age was the golden period of Sanskrit literature and it was patronized given the status of being state language. Art and architecture of Gupta period is unique and depicts spiritual beauty. The paintings and cave architecture of the Ajanta complex is famous even today. Even music and dance developed to a great extent during this period, which is evident from the coins, paintings and sculpture of Gupta age. The literary works of Kalidas have carved a place among world literature and are read and appreciated even today. Gupta kings patronized scholars and encouraged literary activities. Administration during Gupta age. Here are some points for the administrative system during Gupta age. So administration of provinces. The empire was divided into number of provinces known as Prant and Bhaktis. They were placed under governors and uparikas, and the provinces were subdivided into districts, and the head was Vishyapatis. The villages of Gram was headed by the Gramika or Gram Dhyaksha. Nagarpatis were in charge of town administration. So thus we can conclude, my dear students, the Gupta age was very systematic and governed efficiently by a large number of officials at the provincial or local level. The administration under Gupta rule added to their prosperity and all-around development. So my dear students, thank you for watching the video. Bye bye. See you.